Hi, it's Anita from Scrappy Happy Mommy, and I'm so glad that you're joining me today for my first post as a Cardz TV gallery designer. This is a new site that Mary has started, and every single day there'll be a crafting creation from one of our design team members. And this is a fantastic design team, and I'm sure everybody's not going to disappoint. So I'm starting it off today, and today I'm using an older Cricut cartridge called Nifty Fifties and Mary's Cardz TV Good Times set. And with this today, I'm going to be using the sentiment, you're as old as you feel, and also let the good times roll. So I'm going to show you how to put this together today. So the pattern paper that I've chosen today is by Recollections, and it is from the All Occasions paper pad, and I love that design right there, and that is what I'm going to use. So I already know who I'm going to give this card to. A friend of mine collects, and they have all these antique cars, and they actually drove my husband and I around when we got married in them, so that is the card I'm going to be making today. So this is an A2 card, and I have a white cardstock as my card base. And with that, I'm going to be adding the mat itself, a black mat, and also the pattern paper from the Recollections set. And I've gone ahead and stamped the sentiment right at the bottom, which is the you're only as old as you feel. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that on. And there it is. And then of course put the card base on itself as well. And there it is. And for the outside, I found this cute little car, and this car is found on page 24 of the Cricut manual. And I cut the car at 1.5 inches, and using a black cardstock, a silver cardstock, and a red metallic, and of course the white is where I found it from. And I've already gone ahead and assembled it for you, and I just love how this turned out. I also added on 1 dimension of some dimensional tape. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Now before I adhere this down, I've added a little mat to this card base as well. And the mat can be found on page 30 of the same manual. And this mat, that's where it is right there, using the phrase shift. And I cut the mat at 2.5 inches. And what I did is I cut 2 of them. I cut one out of a gray cardstock, and the other one I cut out of a blue metallic paper. And I also embossed it with my Cuttlebug Houndstooth embossing folder, and I love it. It looks like tire treads. So impressed and so happy how that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And yes, I do want it on a little bit of an angle. I don't want it perfect by any means. And that's where it's going to be. And then of course onto that as well, I'll be adding the car right across the top. And the only other thing I want to add to the card itself is some black little rhinestones, just to give it an antique feel. And I'm going to go ahead, put those on. 2 on each side. Okay, now a card is not complete until the inside is done. And for the inside, I also used a black mat, same size as my outside one. I'm going to go put that down. And this actually is 5 by 3 3/4. And then I'm taking a piece of the pattern paper and adding that on the side of my mat, right about there, and then the sentiment. And the sentiment mat, again, I use that phrase shift found on page 30 of the manual, and there it is with the let the good times roll. So there is my Nifty 50s card for you there today, using Mary's Cardz TV, Good Times, and my Nifty 50s cartridge. And I hope you enjoy, come back and every single day and see what the design team has made for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.